All right, in this Q&A segment for Real.video, I'm going to be answering the question of what's our policy on LGBT content, gay content, lesbian content, transgender content, things like that. And I've recorded similar segments answering questions about what's our policy on guns and firearms. And the answer is go for it. We welcome guns and firearms videos. We're going to talk about religion and some other things, but today's topic is what about LGBT and gay content? So let me just lay out for you a very simple philosophy that's kind of universal throughout Real.video. And behind me, by the way, on this scene, you see I've got an American flag here and a Texas flag here, and the Real.video logo is modeled after the Texas flag on purpose. I believe in individual liberty, so I tend to be a libertarian on most things, and as I'm the founder of this website, I'm trying to set the tone of liberty and free speech with a few limits, such as, you can't have pro-terrorism videos and you can't have crazy violent videos or, harming animals and things like that. But can you talk about gay and lesbian topics? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And some of the more conservative people watching this might say, well, why? That's against the Bible. Well, hey, you can have a Bible channel too. You can have your channel and you can have your views. And those who are gay or lesbian, they can have their views. And as long as they're not doing something crazy dangerous, which we will define, then they've got their voice too, as far as I'm concerned. You see, this is my point. It's not my job to really choose a side in a free speech debate. My job is to create a free speech platform where you can express your views on these subjects that matter to society, where we can have an open, honest debate. There are going to be some people that are pro-LGBT, and there are going to be some people that are anti-LGBT. Now, the difference is that here on Real.video, we allow both sides of the conversation to take place, whereas under Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, they do not allow the conservative side of the conversation to happen. They only allow the pro-Democrat, pro-progressive, pro-LGBT, whatever. That's the only side that they allow. And everything else, they call it hate speech. And that's a lie. That's a deception, you see. So the way the left operates is that if you don't agree with a leftist, you're engaged in hate speech, and you have to be censored. And I say, that's BS. We should let both sides have a voice and talk openly and be able to debate this topic. Now, and I'm on the record having some of my own podcasts where very clearly I'm pro personal freedom and personal liberty and personal choice. I don't have anything against people being gay, but I do have an issue with, for example, transgender indoctrination of children. So I'm on the record being critical of some of that. I'm critical about the whole allowing transgendered men to go into women's restrooms in public places. I've been critical of that. But my points of view on this are really irrelevant. This is about a platform that allows you to express your point of view. And if you think that, let's say having transgender surgery for a 6-year-old boy to turn him into a girl, which I think is child abuse, but if you think that's awesome, come on the website, give us your view. You know what I'm saying? Express your point of view. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm just here to provide a platform. You can express your point of view. You can have your free speech. You can have your points of view. You don't have to agree, obviously, with mine or anybody else's. You just have to not call for murdering people in your video, in which case, obviously, we would shut off your account. We would have to abide by existing, laws, federal laws, and so on. And we can't have people provoking violence and terrorism, all that kind of crazy crap. But if you want to come on and you want to say that you think pet dogs should also be transgendered, and that how do you know inside your dog may look male on the outside, but might be a female on the inside. Maybe you should do the surgery. Go to your vet just in case. Change your dog to a female dog. If you think that that's awesome, I think you should come on the platform and argue for that, because the response would be amazing. So, and obviously I'm being a little facetious here. Maybe you have a more serious point and you just want to talk about pro-gay marriage. That's your freedom. talk about pro-gay marriage. You're not going to get any crap from me about it, but others you will. Yeah, there might be some, I don't know, some pastors or some more conservative religious people who are going to come on and maybe argue with you. But you see, that's the whole point, is to have this debate, to have this back and forth where you've got different people with different ideas, okay? And the LGBT community claims to be about diversity, right? But what I actually see from many LGBT people, not all, is an utter lack of tolerance for diverse opinions. They tend to demand absolute obedience and conformity to their very narrow point of view and saying everyone else is involved in hate speech. And that's nonsense. Diversity has to include a diverse array of points of view. Diversity in speech, diversity in thought. Not just diversity in the sense of, oh, half this group is gay and everybody's got different skin color and everybody's got different sexual orientation. That's not real diversity. That's surface diversity. Real diversity is up here. It's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your speech, it's your ideas. That's where real diversity counts. And that's where Real.video is really shining as a platform for real diverse thoughts and ideas and debates. It's not a safe space, okay? It's not a safe space for progressives. If you want your safe space, go back to college campus. They've got cry rooms there, and they've got, their safe space rooms, and no whites allowed meetings and things like that. It's totally insane as far as I'm concerned. But if you feel offended by other people having a different point of view, then maybe you should stick to Facebook and YouTube, because they're just echo chambers of conformity and a lack of intelligence and a lack of diversity, a lack of engagement. But if you want to really engage with intelligent, critical thinkers, come to Real.video. That's what it's all about. This is where real free speech lives. And how do you know that we're going to respect your free speech on this platform? Well, I'm not claiming we're going to be 100% perfect with this. We have staffers, obviously, who are the moderators. If videos get flagged for review by the moderators, then the moderators look at them and they make a decision of what to do. But I'm giving the guidance to the moderators, okay? So I tell the moderators, hey, you know what? This is not about, we can't have a restrictive content moderation system. It's got to be wide open, except in very rare cases where someone is truly dangerous to society or, espousing violence and things like that. So our, quote, moderation is mostly going to be just singling out the most extreme cases where people are actively trying to use our platform to discredit us. Probably, here's what'll happen, okay? It'll be some Soros-funded left-wing group will go out and put on a bunch of KKK costumes, and they'll burn like a Nazi cross in a forest at night, and they'll put it on camera, and they'll chant KKK things, and then they'll upload the video to Real.video, and then they'll have it leaked to like BuzzFeed or somebody to say, look, Real.video is a bunch of racist KKK people. This is exactly what they will do. And those of you who are going to do that, you're laughing because you know that I know exactly what you're going to do. I already know. And so we might ban those videos just to stop them from being able to pull that off. And besides, we don't want a bunch of pointy white hats all over the website anyway. That's not what we want to espouse. But a lot of that stuff is fabricated by leftists to try to falsely accuse you or falsely smear you of being a racist website. They do this all the time. They do this in the marches, that like half the KKK people in these marches that you see, like Charlottesville, like half the KKK people were people that got off the buses of the liberals and they just put on a costume and got like a Nazi symbol, started marching around, like they have to fake it half the time because there's hardly anybody who's an actual KKK Nazi anymore. I mean, is there any real person in America who's actually this Nazi skinhead KKK racist? I've never seen one, and I live in Central Texas. I live in rural Texas, like farming communities. I've never seen a racist. I've never been invited to a KKK meeting. No one's even used the N-word in my presence. I've never heard that in Central Texas, which is like mocked by the media as, oh, those Texans, they're all racist down there. No, not at all. I have never seen it. I've never seen it. I don't know. It seems to be very fictional to me. But in any case, I'm getting a little carried away with the main point here. But my point is, express yourself, okay? If you want to show your rainbow tattoo and you're all colors of the rainbow and LGBT and all that stuff, totally fine with me, Ed. I don't care. What I hope that you would do is respect the rights of other people. So if you're LGBT and you want to be respected for your right to be gay or be lesbian, that's cool, but respect my right to carry a Glock, okay, in self-defense. I don't mean that in a threatening way. I just mean as a self-defense kind of Second Amendment way, to be an armed citizen to stop violence if necessary. So if you demand tolerance for your group, then you should extend tolerance to other groups. Does that make sense? So maybe you're LGBT but you're a bigot when it comes to churches and religion. To me, that's wrong. That's a contradiction. You should be open to churches and religion and conservative groups. And frankly, the point of this platform is to give you a place for people to debate these things and have conversations about these things, or maybe screaming matches. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on there. But we cannot resolve differences by banning half the conversation, which is what YouTube is doing. My point is, we provide a free speech platform. Let people debate. Let people argue if they want to. Some people are going to yell and scream at each other. Some people are going to be bigots in one way or another. Might be bigots on the left, might be some bigots on the right. I don't know. There are bigoted people, obviously. There are kind of super narrow-minded people in all sectors of society. Some of them are Democrats. Some of them are Republicans. Maybe some of them are independents. I don't know. But we let the bigots make fools of themselves, you see? You give them a platform. You don't have to ban them. You just let them show who they really are, and then you laugh at them. You laugh at them. Because we don't have to ban them when they're showing how stupid they are. You see, this is why free speech is so important. If somebody's ideas are rooted in bigotry and stupidity or intolerance, let them have a voice. Let them show the world who they really are, because the world will reject them. You see? You see what I mean? So even if there's somebody who's a racist, let's say, racist comes on, posts a video, and is, there's some crazy racists, and they hate blah, 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 whoever they're hating. There could be racists who hate white people, too. There's a lot of those these days. I've noticed that on the left. But let's say it's a nondescript racist. Am I going to ban that person for being racist, for sounding racist? I don't think so, because we need to hear that part of the conversation so that we can identify racism and we can identify people who are racist. We can let them show how stupid they sound. If you censor all of these things, then you bury it in the memory hole of society, and society forgets that there might be a few people out there who are actual racist, bigots, stupid asshats, or what have you. We need to be reminded, I think, from time to time who these people are, and there's a few of them out there, sure. And yeah, sooner or later, some of them are going to get onto this platform on Real.video. Am I going to ban them? I don't think so. I think we we don't highlight them. We allow them to demonstrate to the world what stupidity and racism and bigotry looks like, so that we can know that we don't want to be that person. We don't want our children to grow up and be like that. But it is actually a health. Well, what's the best way to say this? I think it's healing for society to be able to see what's wrong with certain viewpoints or certain narrow-minded approaches to society and culture and compassion and empathy and all these things. We want to see good examples, of course, and we're going to have lots and lots of good examples on the website. Lots of videos from caring, compassionate people and informed people and knowledgeable people and so on. But we're also going to be able to see some bad examples on there of the way we don't want people to be in society. Some of those channels are going to be there. I'm not going to ban them. I'll just put a little warning message on there. It's like, hey, watch this video, but doesn't represent me. That's it. You don't like it? Stop watching it. Change the channel. It's the internet, people. You got 100 billion different videos you can watch at any given moment. Why are you watching this one if you hate it? Stop watching it. Go watch something else. or show it to your kids. Teach them this is how you don't want to grow up and be. You know what I mean? It has a purpose. You got to really understand free speech. And I think I have a pretty decent understanding and in-depth understanding of why free speech is important to society. And if we do ban and censor videos, we have to do so with the greatest caution, with an incredible introspection about our internal motivations of why would we ban someone, even if we despise them. Don't they have the right to speak out and demonstrate why we despise them? You see, this is what makes Real.video totally different. My point of view on free speech is completely different from the left's point of view. The left is all about censorship, tyranny, authoritarianism, control, shutting off the voices they disagree with. That's why the left is going to lose, by the way. Can you imagine how awesome the videos are going to be on Real.video when people aren't afraid to speak their minds? You're going to get the craziest videos. You're going to get the most amazing videos. You're going to get like just the most amazing videos on the planet are going to be on Real.video, because these are videos that would get banned on YouTube. So all these people that have something interesting to say, or something outrageous to say, or something insightful to say, or something edgy to say, they're going to come to Real.video and they're going to post it there. This is why Real.video is going to explode in popularity, because these are videos you can't find on YouTube because YouTube bans them. YouTube bans half the conversation, you see? So anyway, what is it? Oh my gosh, 16 minutes already. What am I doing? I'm always going too long on these. Just to wrap this up, okay, and to answer the original question, for LGBT, gay, transgender, and whatever that all those other letters are, I don't know what they are. Doesn't matter to me. You're free to come on the platform, okay? Maybe you can come on the platform and explain what all those letters are after the LGBTQ. I don't know what the rest of those letters mean. Maybe you can educate me in a friendly way, please, with a video on Real.video. Totally welcome it, seriously. Oh, one more thing, it's funny. One of our talent managers that we just hired is also gay. And he came into the interview, and he had a lot of piercings and a lot of tattoo art and everything. I'm not going to give you his name because it's, not releasing his name publicly. But he walked in, and is obviously, visually, you would think, this person's probably gay, And I didn't bring it up, but he brought it up at some point in the interview. He's like, he actually said, "I'm not straight." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, I'm not straight. I got these tattoos. I got rainbow tattoos and all this stuff and all these piercings." And I asked him, I said, "Have you ever been discriminated against in your workplace for being gay?" And he thought about it for a few minutes, and he said no. He said he had never been subjected to discrimination in his workplace for being gay. And I said, "Good, because you're not going to be discriminated against here for being gay either. In fact, I think you're perfect for this position. I think you're smart. I think you're sharp. You're detail-minded," because he was. And he's got a good way of being compassionate with people. I think he can be helpful to many of the content creators on our channel. And I offered him a job on the spot because I think he's going to be really good at the job. And I didn't hire him because he's gay, but I didn't also not hire him because he's gay. I hired him because he seems to be like he's going to be really good at this job. The fact that he's gay is irrelevant to the job. But if you are talking to one of our team members and he sounds gay, that's because he is, okay? Because I hired him. He's going to be good for the job. And he's a really nice, very compassionate guy. Anyway, I don't know. He sounds, you might be able to tell. That's all I'm saying. See, I'm demonstrating the free speech that the platform is going to be known for. I just talk openly about this stuff. It's, you know what? He's gay and he's on our team now. And so I guess if you hate gay people, if you totally hate gay people, you might be offended by now our customer support team. Well, hey, if you're into that much hatred, maybe don't use our system, okay? If you absolutely just hate gay people, then maybe don't post videos, Seriously, come on. This is all about liberty. It's all about freedom. So just let people be free. Let people have their own liberty. We're pro-gun, we're pro-Second Amendment, we're pro-liberty, we're pro-America, I support religion, I believe in God, I support free speech. And I hired a gay guy to do one of the support jobs because he's qualified. Yeah, you don't like it? You don't have to use the platform. All right, fair enough. All right, thanks for watching. I will finally wrap this up. Mike Adams here, founder of Real.video. Thanks for watching. I know I've rambled a little bit, but I hope I answered some questions and set the tone for how I intend to approach free speech. Thanks for watching.